Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for this Biofield Tuning session that I am calling End of Day Reset. My name is Blythe of Tulamize Healing, and I'm so glad to have you here with me. I just thought it would be a really good idea to do an end of day reset session because I notice how often at the end of the day that's really what I need, and so I can't be the only one. If this is your first biofield tuning session, please make sure that you do read the contraindications that you can find on my website, or they'll be available where you receive this audio. Just make sure that you don't have any immediate health concerns or advanced illness that could be affected, and just to make sure you're safe to receive this session. If you are pregnant or you may be pregnant, please also do take a read of those and do whatever feels comfortable for you. So as I mentioned, this session is going to be called End of Day Reset. And not only is it good for end of day, it happens to be the end of my day right now, and I thought it was really appropriate. But it's also something that you can use whenever you need a reset, whether it's, transitioning into a different time of the day, or it is at the end of your work day, or you have something else going on and you just really need that reset before you transition into the new space, or bringing yourself in with a group of people. You want to bring your best self, or you want to make sure your energy is feeling good and balanced, and you have that opportunity to take some breaths and relieve some tension and leave some overwhelm behind, and just have a nice reset so you can approach the next steps feeling great. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so to start the session, we will start with the Earth Star, and then we'll move our way up to the Sun Star. And we'll be focusing after that, after we do our grounding and our opening sequence, we'll be focusing on the solar plexus and also our adrenals. So we'll intentionally move through our biofield in towards the body, from the area away from our body in towards our body with the tuning forks, which you will hear. And the only job for you to do through the session is just to relax, to breathe when it feels appropriate, to notice your breath when I point it out, or if you hear me breathing, and just to really relax. So this is your time to reset, to leave anything else behind, and just welcome in the goodness. We're going to see what we notice and find within our biofield and within our adrenals, and just see if we can bring some good rhythm back if they happen to be sped up, or if you are feeling some overwhelm, and we'll see what happens after the session. Okay, great. So let's just take a couple breaths and just leave the rest of our day, afternoon, or just a period of time that brought you to this session. Let's just leave that behind. So just join me in taking a couple of nice big inhales and exhales. So begin anytime. Inhale and exhale. And please feel free to make your breath as audible as you can wherever you are. Nice big inhale. And a big exhale. And just feel your chest soften, your shoulders soften already. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Now bring your attention down towards the middle of your calf. This is where we're going to start the session. So this is where we start most biofield tuning sessions, and this is sort of mid-calf area, looking for what we call your Earth Star. So just a center of energy that tends to get tucked up from below your feet and often up above your ankles. So we're just going to find that and then guide it down below your feet to its natural location where it likes to be. And we often sort of tuck that energy up. You know, if you think about, I like to use this analogy, if you think about when you feel some tension and you sort of hug everything in unconsciously, well, you also pull that energy up from the earth, the energy that's lengthening down and giving you that balance and grounding. So we want to give that space back to the area. And invite our breath to go down that lengthened pathway that we're creating. So feel free to exhale your breath out the bottom of your feet. Use that visual. Out your tailbone. Notice if you're clenching in your legs or your hips. This is a good time to just touch base with yourself as we introduce these pure tones and give your body this adjustment, this self-tuning. Remembering to breathe. I'm just lengthening and moving the fork away from your body to the area below your feet. A little bit of buzzing presenting, so that's great. We'll just use our breath. And remember to make use of your exhales. Really blow them out so that you can feel that release, guide that energy down, release it down into the earth. Moving along nicely. So I spend different amounts of time in the Earth Star and the Sun Star depending on what presents itself, and there has been quite a bit of energy to move here. I just want to guide it down, so I'm guiding it down below your feet now. Good job with your breathing. Notice if you can relax your chest, if your breath is making you more aware of where you might be holding some tension. Now facing your body with myself and the tuning fork. Just opening up that center channel, sending these tones up towards the center of your body, and then having them come back down and just opening up that space so your energy can move nice and freely. Feels a little stuck here. All right, that's good. So keep that breath going. Really exhale it out your tailbone. Really think of discharging anything from your day or whatever may have brought you here. Just let that go. Nice. Really good. Okay, now we're going to move up towards the crown of your head. We did some grounding. Now we're going to open this space up at your crown. So I'm bringing the fork right against the top of your head, right at the crown of your head, and I'm just going to be working my way away from it. So if you imagine that you're laying on a bed or a treatment table, I'm not going up towards the ceiling, but I'm going away from your head, away from your head, away from your feet area. Do another check-in with yourself and notice where you may be holding any tension, clenching, not releasing into the surface that's supporting you. Notice if you can relax the area in between your eyebrows. If you're clenching your jaw, frowning, feel free to move around through the session. You can move your mouth around, stretch your jaw, lick your lips, release whatever has been held or is being held and is encouraging tightness or tension or restriction of your breath. Okay, that's sounding better. Yeah, lots of tightness in the area between our crown and our feet, our earth star today. So this can definitely come from overwhelm and stress and worry. So that's exactly what we want to do. We just want to bring some more balance. Give us all a reset, give you a reset to move into the next phase of your day, of whatever activity you're going to do, or if you just are getting ready for bed. Just to encourage relaxation and some balance instead of whatever you might have been feeling already. Great, that feels a lot better. Okay, let's move into the field, into your biofield. So generally the adrenals tend to fall around 3 feet or so out from your body. So if you imagine extending your arms, where your fingertips lie is where we often run into the adrenals within your field. So I'm going to actually switch to a different fork, really what I think is a nice calming sound, just to introduce the calmness to your adrenals, to your solar plexus, to any emotions or charged energy that might be just hanging out in there. So come back to your breath, and you can bring your attention to the area of your solar plexus. So just the area kind of in your belly button regions, above your belly button. So just relax your belly button, relax your belly. Let that area soften as you breathe. Encourage your belly to expand with your breath. And exhale, soften. Don't try and restrict your belly or hold it in too tight. So I am kind of twirling the fork a little bit, so you may hear that. If at any time the sound of the fork is uncomfortable for you, maybe you need to adjust your volume or how you're listening, if you had earphones or if you've changed that up. So just to let you know, I am on the left side of your body right now, so I'm at your left solar plexus area. And I'm just moving in towards your body. Nice and slow, but I'm not spending too much time in any particular patch of energy that I'm encountering. I'm just encouraging and using my intention and the forks to just disperse anything that is stuck. Make sure you remember to breathe. Beginning to come quite close to your body. So this is the 528 hertz fork that I use. And I come to this fork quite often for calming sessions. So if we're doing a private session and we are maybe addressing more particular areas of resistance that we're finding, this might not be the fork that I would use depending on what we were encountering. But in a session like this, it just has a nice, calming, gentle feel. If you're experiencing any sensations or any discomfort, this is when you want to use your breath and use your breath to move that energy, intentionally move it. Okay, so we're just going to scoop that energy now up and over and drop it down into your solar plexus and just give it the opportunity to reintegrate. So use your breath here to encourage any energy that you no longer need to just discharge. Use that visualization of exhaling out the bottom of your feet, out your tailbone. Now we'll just column up towards the ceiling, so raising the fork up towards the ceiling and clearing that pathway. Great. And now if you bring your attention to more of the right side of your solar plexus, just going to come in through the right side now. So the right side of adrenals may be presenting more with social pressures, a little bit more of the less physical fight or flight. So coming back to your breath. Feeling quite a bit of, not resistance, because I'm moving the fork in a way that I'm not detecting physical resistance, which I often do. But I'm just feeling energy movement. So like I've said to you, when you do feel this, if you do, every session is different and everyone is different. But if you do feel, just come back to your breath. You know, if you notice that you're starting to raise your chest or tighten your shoulders, this is an indication to get your breath moving. You may be experiencing some energy shifting that's not comfortable, or it's bringing you into a place that maybe got you to this session in the first place. So that's what we're trying to do. Just bring some reset and some balance back. Yeah, a lot of breath holding wants to happen for me right now, so that could quite possibly be happening for you as well. So if you notice your diaphragm is getting tight or your rib cage is lifting because you're starting to hold your breath or breathe really shallowly, relax your belly, come into those expanding belly breaths, get that air moving, that energy circulating. We hold our bellies so tight usually, and you know, it's good to give it that space to relax. Really can nurture our system this way, not only getting the energy moving, but releasing that tension, giving your organs some space, your digestion some ease. Okay, coming up now towards your body, getting really close. Just scooping that energy up now into your solar plexus. So up and over, dropping it in, using your breath to move any energy that is no longer needed, anything that was stuck or being held onto that we can let go of. Just exhale that right out the bottom down into the earth, and then inhale back that fresh, recharged breath and energy. Columning up towards the ceiling now. Great, nice work. Okay, so that took care of both sides of a very quick reset. Now I'm just going to close the practice off, so just stay relaxing where you are. Do another check-in, stay with your breath, stay relaxing, and I'm just going to do the little closing of a figure 8. So I'll be going below your feet and above your head, and then I'll just tuck you in a nice little energy cocoon from your feet to your head and then all the way back down. So first, nice little figure 8 integration. I stayed with the same fork. Often it's a weighted fork that you can't hear, but I just felt this consistency was nice. Remembering to breathe if you're starting to hold your breath again. And now we're just going to go from your feet and up and over, just tucking you in up above your head, back down. Nice little energetic space, and tying it off at the end and breaking our connection. So take a nice big breath. Feel your body more relaxed than when you began. And that was the end of day reset. If you would like to check out any of my other sessions, please do. They're available on my website or wherever you received this audio. And if you are interested in the other sessions that I offer, please do check out my website for the private sessions and the lengthier, more focused and involved recorded audio sessions. All right, thank you so much. Remember your aftercare for the session, so drink lots of water, stay really hydrated. If you can go and have a shower or an Epsom salt bath or use like a salt scrub in the shower, that would be great. But remember to definitely drink a lot of water and give yourself some time to integrate these energies and to relax and to enjoy whatever is coming next for you in your day. Thanks so much.